it's our book reading challenge, day number 11. Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. I must applaud you. 11 days of book reading. Wow, 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 wow. It's a good achievement. Yes, how are you? How was your day? How's your family? How's your health? You know, how is everything going on with you? I hope you're fine. I know and I trust that God is taking care of you. Yes, so it's day 11 of our book reading challenge. And yes, yesterday, if you, yeah, I'm sorry that I think that the video went off. I don't know what happened to my network yesterday, but it just went off during the reading. So, hmm, that is why it was cut off abruptly that way. But today, I hope it doesn't happen. We continue with our book reading. Okay, so yesterday, the chapter or the part that we started was part three. We started the part three of how to win friends and influence people. And the part three is all about how to win people to your way of thinking. And the should I say, chapter one of part three is you can't win an argument. You can't win an argument. You can't. Okay, so according to Dale Carnegie, if you want to argue, rankle, or contradict, you may achieve it. You may achieve a victory sometimes, but it will be an empty victory because you will never get your opponent's goodwill. So arguing is it doesn't help both parties. So it's either one will win, the other loses, one loses and the other wins. So at the end of the day, you don't get the opponent's goodwill. You might think, oh, I won the argument, but you've lost, you probably lost a friend or you've lost, an influence. Okay, so according to Dale Carnegie, it's best to avoid arguments. It's best to avoid arguments. Yeah, particularly if you want to be in the good graces of people, it's best to avoid arguments. If they believe that something is right, let them feel, yeah, it's right. Okay, but do not argue with them over that belief that they have. Okay, you can find a way to be able to explain to them that, okay, I know, I understand why you have such opinion or why you think this way, but if you would like to hear my opinion, this is it, this is it, this is it, like that. Okay, so not that, oh, the person says, oh, I don't think, um I don't believe fish lives in water, and then you come out and be like, what do you mean fish do not live in water? Fishes live in water, and if you're doing if you're arguing in front of someone, if you're arguing with someone or in a group of people, you're with a group of people and you're arguing with someone, that could actually tarnish, the reputation or the ego of that person. So that will make the person feel so shameful. So it's best to avoid arguments, particularly if you want to be in the graces of people. If you want to be you want to gain their influence, make sure that you desist from arguing. Okay, now, um um yeah, so the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. That is just the principle. That is just the principle. But in any ways, there is a healthy type of argument. Okay? And these are the ways by which you can be able to, you know, make a good argument, should I say. Make a good argument. One of it is welcome the disagreement. Okay, if you have an opposite opinion with someone, make sure that you welcome this disagreement. Welcome it with open arms. You understand? Then um, distrust your first instinctive impression. Okay, so don't be defensive. Okay, don't be defensive. And this is something that I actually needed to learn, because I had an argument not too long ago with someone. So yeah, control your temper. Listen first. Look for areas of agreement between you two. Be honest. Promise to think over your opponent's ideas and study them carefully. Thank your opponents sincerely for their interest. Postpone action to give both sides time to think through the problem. Mm. Yeah, so that's just all about arguing. Okay? But the Carnegie says the only way to avoid, I mean, the best way to get through an argument is to avoid it. All right, so we're going to be, continue with the chapter 2 of part 3, how to be able to make people think, you know, accept your way of thinking. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go off mic and I'll talk to you soon. Yes, 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 I'm back. Hi. Hi. Okay, so welcome. So we're still in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, I just finished this chapter, which was very enlightening, and it was all about, showing respect to other people's opinions. Remember when we started the part three? The chapter one was about winning arguments, and the best way to win an argument is to avoid it. Avoid it, because not everyone, I mean, almost, in fact, as humans, we do not like, our opinions to be, directly poked at. When we state that, okay, this is our belief, this is what we know, and someone comes out of the blue and just be like, no, so it's something that really, it's like, it's like it pricks your heart. Okay, so the best way to win an argument is to avoid it. Avoid arguments at all cost. You can have disagreements with someone, but there are ways in which you can be able to come to terms, accept the whole each other opinions, in a healthy way, not arguing. So that's something that I've learned. And like I said, I actually, engaged in an argument, like about 2 days ago, and it's like yeah. So anyways, yeah, so I've learned from that. Now this chapter 2 is about showing respect for the other person's opinions and never saying you're wrong. Never say you're wrong. Hmm. I think I said that also in the argument I had. Okay, so never say you are wrong. Never say you are wrong to a person. Okay, you can use words like, okay, I understand this is your opinion. um, I'm not saying I'm right either, but if you'd like me to share my opinion, this is it, this is it, this is it. Okay. But if you actually come out and be like, no, fishes do not live in water, you're wrong, you know, the person will start, the person will feel like, yeah, even if you're right, okay, even if you're right, the person will always feel like you're, like, the person will never accept you. Okay, even if you're right, the person will never accept it in a good will. Okay, so never say you're wrong. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Okay, yeah, yeah. So that's all. I'm sorry, I have a low energy tonight. I had a long day. I'm sure you can tell with my eyes. Yeah, but we still have to do this. Yeah. So, if you're joining us for the first time, we are on the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. So, yeah, we'll see tomorrow again for the book reading challenge of day 12. Day 12. We're going gradually. And I'm so proud of each and every one of us doing this. We're almost done with the book. Almost. Yeah, so please take care and do not forget your mind is formidable. Have a good night.